Hey, take a deep breath. Not quite right. We're going to do it again and make sure that our shoulders stay down. This is actually going to have a huge impact on your American English accent, and here's why. Many people, when they're breathing, they're really focusing more in this area. But the reality is there's a whole other organ that's really fundamental for proper breathing techniques. And it's not here, it's really, give me a second, down here. It's your diaphragm. And if you are trying to get a more natural breath and sound for your American English, you need to use it more and be more aware of it. This is because American English requires a lot of air passing through your throat and chest area. Other accents, not so much.
Not.
It's easy to say add breath, but doing it, that's more complicated. It starts with your shoulders. Seriously, do this with me. We're going to say a sound, and as we do it, we're going to raise our shoulders up. We're going to use the E sound, and I want you to pay attention to what you feel changes. E. Did you hear that difference? Did you feel it when you did it? As your shoulders rise, what happens is less air can make it through your throat. As your shoulders lower, more air can make it through your throat. Speaking in American English, you want to make sure your shoulders are down and your chest is slightly out. I have to be honest, I've mentioned that tip in a lot of videos, but I want to let you know some information I haven't told anyone, but you have to promise to share it with someone if it works for you. Now, to do this first exercise, you need either a mirror or a recording of yourself, which is convenient for me. I'm going to also put myself at my side so that way you can see a little bit better. What you want to do is you want to put your hands on your stomach, okay? And you want to have good posture. So, shoulders down, chest out a little bit, and hands on your stomach. And as you breathe in, I want you to notice that your hands should expand with your stomach. So, what you should notice is that as you inhale, your hands start to go out a little bit. And then as you exhale, your hands start to move back. Make sure your shoulders are staying relaxed and make sure you're not tensing your abs. You're just doing the breath. It's not like you're flexing your muscles in your stomach. Now let's do this with a vowel sound on the exhale. Let's do it with the ah sound. Ah. Ah. Now, one thing I want you to notice too is that if you breathe out from a higher position, like you're more focused around here, you're not going to get as much movement in your stomach. For instance, take a look at this. Ah. Ah. Let's do this with one more vowel sound. We're going to do it with the E sound. E. Next, I want you to put your knuckles. These are your knuckles on your fingers. I want you to put them on your side ribs. And similar to the last one, we're going to breathe in and then exhale. One thing you'll notice as you breathe in, you're going to feel your ribs expand. It's like opening up a little bit. And then as you release the breath, they're going to contract and go back in. So again, expanding, retracting. Let's exhale with vowels again. We'll start off with the ah sound. Ah. Now let's do the E sound. E. For our last exercise for today, take your hands and make this shape, almost like a crab. And I want you to not pinch, but kind of place it on your stomach. You don't want to touch your ribs and you don't want to touch your pelvic bone. You just want to get that space in between the bones where it's just the flesh. Squeeze slightly, but not hard enough to cause pain. What we're going to do is, again, we're going to inhale, and as you inhale, you're going to feel your pretty much your whole core stomach expand. So it's going to want to expand your grip. And then as you exhale, it's going to constrict and get smaller. As you do this, keep your chest out, keep your shoulders down and relaxed. Did you notice that as you inhaled, you could feel your grip expanding a little bit, and then as you exhaled, it again constricted and got smaller? By the way, if you feel that your stomach is expanding, but maybe your back isn't, because when you breathe, actually your back expands a little bit too. As you practice more though, start seeing if you can notice it expanding more and more over time. Let's do that once more with vowel sounds on the exhale, again starting with the ah sound. Ah. E. E. Ah. I'm practicing producing sound, exhaling more from up here. And one thing I'm immediately noticing is my stomach is not doing as much movement. So again, when speaking in English, trying to really get that stomach to engage more on the exhale, get your diaphragm more involved. Last secret about breath is it's only half of what you need. You also need to focus on placement or where you're projecting sound from. Get working on your placement in this video.